So Richard, having studied the foundation modules, I found nice things about myself and also less nice things about myself. I just have to be honest about that. Yeah, you smile about that, but for me it was quite harsh sometimes. So is there also a way now to step into a new reality that would give, well, a sense of a different flow, I would say, to my life?
Well, there is, and I think what you have to realize to step into that reality
Yeah.
is that this may be news. You don't have a soul. You are the soul.
That's something that I have felt like that, yes.
So
yeah.
that changes everything. And so this is all about soul activation. That to step into that flow, you step into soul activation. And there are different stages. First, you have to become aware of your soul. Then you have to connect with your soul. And then you have to befriend your soul. And then you become one with your soul. So these are different stages, which actually I write about in my book, What My Soul Told Me. So these are stages of growth into soul consciousness.
Yeah. What's the most hard part, would you say? Is it befriending your soul, or
Well-
is every stage having its challenges?
Every stage has its challenges, but actually, to be honest, I missed out a stage, and that was the penultimate one. It was trusting your soul. That yes, that's the stage between befriending your soul and becoming one, trusting your soul. That is the most difficult stage, because if who you are is your soul, then actually you can surrender to that and let that work through your life. So you say, well, what does that mean? It means that you stop having fear. I mean, you try to eliminate fear from your life, because fear blocks the love of the soul.
Yes, and it also blocks my creativity. If I
Sure.
feel fear, I feel literally everything is closing down. Like windows, the shutters are closing, and I'm not capable of creating when the fear comes
Yeah,
in.
fear is the one thing that we have to, I say eliminate, it's almost impossible to eliminate, but master.
Yeah, that's different, yeah.
And to live in soul consciousness. And the more you do that, the more you live in soul consciousness. And finally, and you may get to this point in life where you begin to realize you have no needs. What does that mean? It means every need you could possibly think you have actually is met before you know, because at another dimension of reality, I call it the fourth dimension of reality, your soul is already pulling those strings. Have you had a synchronicity in your life?
Pooh, I find it a hard question, difficult question. What does it exactly mean?
Well, synchronicity means unconnected events with a common meaning. So,
oh yes, continuously.
exactly.
Yes.
Well,
things happen, and at the end you say,
how did that happen?
yeah, it was connecting the dots.
Like we met, for example.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that synchronicity, that is the soul working at the fourth dimension of reality, bringing us together to do this series of interviews.
I'm happy. I'm on the go then.
Yeah.
So how will people benefit from this course?
So basically, it'll bring joy to your life.
Yeah, it
because,
does. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it brings joy to your life. We move from happiness to joy because we begin to feel that connection to this other realm of reality, which we ignore. Most of us ignore. And as you awaken to that level of reality, it gives your life meaning and purpose. It's like, oh, wow, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah.
And the reason you're here is to express your soul's gifts and talents.
Yeah. So the impact on my life?
Well-being, happiness, joy, peace.
And I would add adventure.
Oh, it certainly is an adventure.
It is, because following your soul, things pop out that you didn't plan or think about. They're just happening. They're evolving.
I always say you do not know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
And sometimes things happen to you and you go, oh my God, I lost my job.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Or this happened.
Yeah.
And a year later you look back and that was the best thing that happened to me.
Yeah, it's really like that.
Yes, it's really like that.
Even though at the moment you think, oh dear.
Yeah. So being at ease with uncertainty is one of the major benefits that living in soul consciousness brings.